Hey everyone. How are we all doing? I see everyone's already started chatting, which is great. Um, yeah, so today another write with me. We're gonna be looking at chapter 5, sorting out the things that Drunk Claude was like, yo, can you not? And kind of, fixing that. I've got my little task list here. And then I'm going to start work on chapter 6, where we get like the drama starting to properly ramp up, things happening. So I'm kind of excited for this. I always feel like I want to um I want to write more, and then I have to wait each week, but it's fine. We are here now. Hello, Denton, Texas. That is very far away. Thank you for waking up in order to watch us. I hope you enjoy. I hope you've all got your own projects to work on, or I'm just in the background while you like doing, I don't know, like housework or work or you know any of those good things. Let me know what you're writing. Feel free to share with everyone. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I guess, like get started. I'm gonna start with a little bit of chatting with Claude, just trying to get a grip of, like, I know what I want to change, but I want some suggestions. So like I had this idea of like everyone everyone doing the dog chat being more like a, they're talking about dogs, but like they're not actually talking about dogs. They're using it as in like an allegory for other stuff. So I'm gonna see how that goes. Oh my god, so much chat. Okay. Oh, Mrs. D. Yeah, I Drunk Claude is like the best way to do a laundry list, and it's just so delightful to read as well. Um, oh, Sam's working on a short story. Hello, Simagination Builds. Whenever I see your username, I think you're a Sims player. Like that, I have that in my head. You're a Sims player that does lots of building. Don't know if that's true or not. Work, housework, or not work. Yeah, that's. I feel like they're the states of life. You're either doing work, or like either you're getting paid for your work, you're not getting paid for your work, or you're not getting paid and not doing any work. Um, so yeah, this is my work, but it's also very fun. So I'm enjoying it. Really enjoying seeing this story with you. Oh, you are a Sims builder. Oh, okay. Well, then my impression is totally that. I love The Sims. I'm more like a live mode than build mode, but I just watching people's builds like little Simsy and everything, amazing. Okay, Kate, stop getting distracted. Okay, so my first thought, if I go into Novelcrafter, I get asked sometimes like it looks like this because I like when you like go on Chrome and you can like download things as apps and then they save in your toolbar. That's what I've done. It basically just gets rid of like all the bars at the top so you all can see better. Um, how is my mouse? Do you want me to get a bigger mouse or not? Oh my god, yeah, look, Sims is great. Um, yeah, I think people are either builders or players. Like I like a bit of both, but I'm not, because I don't do a lot of building. I'm not great at building, so I like using people's floor plans and then building off that. Because like sim structures are very different to like real life structures. Um, okay, I have my note to self saved. I love that the interface like just saves, so I don't have to worry about that. Okay. Um, here's another beer and some chips. Bigger mouse would be terrific. And mouse is fine. We'll build. Well, I do sometimes make characters in The Sims. Let me see if I can change the size of my mouse. Like mouse icon. I'm sure there is a way. I've just never really done it. Mouse pointer. Okay, well, let's do 2. How does this look? It's weird and uncomfortable, but if it's more visible for you guys on my big screen, then I'm happy to do it. Oh my god, now I'm just imagining making like the whole Nova Bezos in The Sims. Um, here's So yeah, Sam, does this look better? The mouse. Are you fine with that? Okay, here's a bit of the beer and some chips, the proper kind, not crisps, to help fuel you. I would like to use Delilah and Perrin's talk about dogs to maybe be suggestive of other aspects of their life. You know, one of those conversations that like represents stuff. Oh, we're using the new medieval kit to do that. For visualizing the medieval castle. You know, one of those conversations. I'm really not sure how to word this properly, but like, you know, I want one of those like, you know, where they're having a conversation about one thing, but they're really having a conversation about another. Is it like an allegory, or I don't know what the word is, so I'm kind of like wording around it. So I'm using 20 words instead of one. Um, okay, let's see if Claude understands what I'm saying because I don't. Munching on chips, yay! Oh, the tool mod. Yeah, I've never used tool mod. Um, I assume you mean the tool mod where you can like move things up and down and around and all that stuff. Um, okay, munching on chips. Ah, you speak my language now, mate. Metaphors and shit in it. All right, let's take a. Um, so with Drunk Claude, I've always had it analyze a chat, and then like, well, you can see this is 7 days ago, so last week, and then I just continued chatting with it. I don't know. I've never tried to get it to do any analysis without because the prompt's set up to do the analysis first. I usually get it to do that and then chat about improving it. I don't see why you couldn't make a variant that doesn't do that. Um, maybe. Um, just get rid of all the analysis stuff in the prompt. Oh, amazing! Yeah, tool mod. I've never used it. I kind of want to now, but I'm worried I'll have so many mods that I'll like end up forgetting and breaking the game. Like I mainly use like UI and MC mods, MC command center. Okay, you're speaking my language now, mate. Metaphors and shit in it. All right, let's deep dive into this doggy dialogue and make it bark. I mean, work. So you want their chat about mutts to be all deep and meaningful. I got you. Let's break it down. First off, when Perrin's going on about his 4 dogs, that could represent the different factions or classes in Nova Bezos. You know, like, oh, he's got to keep them in line, make sure they don't bite each other's asses off. Delilah could ask her about how he manages them all, and his answer could give us a peek into how the Toffs view running the city. Then, when they're talking about Anya being a Saluki bred for speed and agility, that could be a nod to how the upper crust view themselves, bred for leadership, yeah? But Delilah could notice how high maintenance Anya seems, always needing attention and care. It's a way to show how the elite might be more fragile than they let on. And here's the juicy bit. When Delilah's petting Anya and feeling all warm and fuzzy, that could represent how the lower classes could be easily swayed by a bit of attention from the upper crust. But then she remembers Kira's warning, and it's like a bucket of cold water. You could use that to show Delilah's inner conflict about trusting Perrin. Oh, and don't forget about the breeding thing. Perrin could go on about pure bloodlines and shit, and Delilah could think about how that applies to the class system in Nova Bezos. Are the Toffs all about keeping the lineage pure? That could be some good foreshadowing with later plot stuff. And here's the kicker. When Perrin's talking about the wild dog pack surviving out in the cold, that could be a dig at how lower classes manage to survive despite harsh conditions. It's like he's saying, look at these simple creatures thriving while humans need this fancy pants dome to survive. It's a way of showing his arrogance and maybe hinting at some darker views he might have. The whole conversation could be this dance of power, yeah? Perrin's trying to assert dominance through his knowledge and ownership of these rare breeds, while Delilah's trying to hold her own and suss out what the game is. Just remember, don't make it too bloody obvious. Subtlety, mate. It's like a good fart. You have to point it out. If you have to point it out, you've done it wrong. Now, where's the beer? All this metaphorical shit's made me thirsty. Okay, that's something. Okay. Ideas, but nothing like actionable. Um, nice. Fun fact for you all. Scientists are shocked as research shows the altar stone at the heart of Stonehenge actually came from the far north of Scotland, not Wales. So they dragged that a long way. Um, I just got a news article about that. Yeah, Claude is on fire. Um, there have been I just some gems. Okay. I do like that actually, this little bit. Yeah, okay, could we try within the ocean rather than okay. Sips beer, looking thoughtful. Bloody hell, you're right. I've gone and made it about as subtle as a sledgehammer, haven't I? My bad, mate. Too many pants, not enough brain cells firing. Let's have another go, yeah. This time we'll aim for something more, what's the word? Nuanced. Alright, here's a stab at it with more layered subtext. Okay, where's that? Hmm. Okay, sounds. Um. Yeah. Okay, I think that's added in. Okay, so I have. Okay, I'm gonna open up a new chat. Um, chapter 5. Okay, so what I'm gonna ask here is at the beginning of this scene. Shorten this and intersperse it with the panic that she will feeling. So at the beginning of this scene, Delilah is fixing a sprinkler. I'd like to shorten this section a bit and intersperse it with the panic that she will be feeling, having discovered Kira being part of a rebellion the night before. She has been up all night, unable to sleep, and is running on adrenaline. Might achieve this. So this is me addressing Drunk Claude, being like, yo, why is she spending so long fixing a sprinkler? Interject our suggestions seamlessly. Don't include a... Okay, let's see how it does. Mm. Okay. I'm going to edit this again. I'm just adding these bits in to address the issues in order of thingy, and then I'll go through and like improve the writing style of everything. Okay. Ruthlessness. Oh, nope, wrong ear. Okay, right. All right, my brothers, listen closely. I'm gonna. Yeah, that's fine. Oh, they're doing like a road, about a 10-minute walk away from here, like surfacing it, and it stinks. Okay. Right. I would like to now like to increase tension in the scene. Um, um, where I can thump these up and right here and now. Oh, I like how it's showing what to add. That's nice. Okay, all of these are shit. Or the first two I saw. Oh, we've weathered west. Look, kid, the city's still standing. Okay, that'll do. I mean, okay, let's go through this entire scene myself. Starman is trying to go home. Become a meteor. When does the candle become? And does a man become a monster? Miss Rebellion's fault and downfall. Not that it was the woman's fault, so that the woman was even there. But everything was Zora's fault. Everything was someone's fault. Kira's fault. This rebellion's fault. Our own damn fault for not seeing it sooner. Delilah grabbed a rag wiping the water off her face. I'm using a show don't tell prompt to help write a little bit out. Mm-hmm. 600 men. Okay, Delilah's not Shirag. Idea heart of pure evil. Okay. I like that, but I want to keep the frosts bit. It's interesting seeing like how different and yet similar each of these are. Yeah. I'm gonna get rid of that. It's not that hard. Okay, so yeah, I mean, this is kind of the editing bit, so it's just a lot of like kit bashing, generating, trying to improve things, rinse, repeat. But we do have dogs in this scene, so that's good. So I've been at this 40 minutes. I'm hoping that it'll it'll speed up as I kind of get better ideas of things. So I'm not too worried. Okay. I love sections for this. It just makes everything so much easier being able to like put your different iterations there. We don't need more attention. Oh, huh. Let's retry that. Tomorrow, then they'll see. Space. I think the making 20,000 lines bug is back. It's fine. Edit. Ugh. Yeah, it's but the thing is I've been using that section prompt like loads of times today and just suddenly it's not wanting to play ball. Like I think maybe Claude is just like not playing ball. See, this other one's working fine. So, you know, at least least I have something. You took from me. Oh, is there something like snapshots in? So with with scenes, you can access history mode, and like you can archive scenes and restore them. I guess I guess what I would probably do is duplicate a scene if you're wanting to like save it as a snapshot, and then you can always like archive it and restore it. Or you could have an act that's dedicated to like to scenes that you want to keep. But yeah, I mean, if you go on like scene contents history, you can access um past scenes. Just seeing if there's any with. There you go. Like you can access past changes. So that would be the nearest thing, Sammy. Ugh. Fine, I won't use this prompt. That's what you're wanting, Claude, you pants. One moment, I just need to check something, guys. I will be right back. Okay. Oh, you're very welcome, Sammy. Right, left. I'll just use the one option if it's not wanting to. Okay. I wanna. Mr. Tripp says, do you have any in-depth videos or articles that reference when building custom AI prompt instructions? So with the prompt instructions, I mean, there is. So we have the documentation, which I will put here. We also have some basic prompt videos, but if you go into the prompts section and on the instructions and like do the squiggly brackets, you can see here that you get all the different like prompt like bits, and there's like a description of what they do. So if you kind of like scroll down, like there are loads. I tend to, when I do my own prompts, stick very similar. I'm trying to think like very similar to the either the general purpose prompts or like I will have other kind of like it's simply like most of the simple changes I make are like calling up a codex entry or a snippet, or like words before. And I kind of edit those. I don't use the others as much. I know there are some users that will go crazy with like what they call up, and that works really well for them. But I think it all depends on what you're wanting. Like yeah, even my drunk Claude prompt is mostly that's all from the general purpose prompt. I'm working on that story, but it doesn't call up anything specifically. And it doesn't call up any codex entries as well because we didn't want the codex entries influencing the results. Um, for the beats, it's doing this. To be honest, I don't even know what string cleanup is. Um, okay, removes unnecessary white space. Like, um, so you can kind of see things like that. Yeah, so if you want to do things like this, you're a creative writing assistant. It's giving the AI a role. So like the AI has like a huge ass like bank of words and phrases within it, and by giving it a role, you're trying to like get away all the, I don't know, like coding and maths and geography stuff that you don't need for your story. You're trying to like get it to kind of focus on the part of its training that is related to writing. Um and that's kind of also why if you were using words in your structure, words in your codex, you would go for like shy rather than introvert, because shy, like introvert, is a very like psychology based word, and so then you're opening up a bit of the context of the AI that you might not want to use. Like you might do, but it might give them more formal writing as a result of it. So yeah, giving a role to AI is not just a custom in writing, like it's a widely used thing, giving a role to AI so that it knows what kind of like its most important thing. Um, oh, indeed, in the right conditions, they're unstoppable. Fussy devils, though. Of course, they need them. They need proper care, the right diet, regular exercise. One can't expect peak performance without the proper infrastructure. Yeah, I reckon I do. Did he think that she that easily? Well, when you're dealing with ancient tech, I think it happened. We're doing our best to keep this running. Come now. Come now. Surely you must have some insights. Nicodemus speaks quite highly of your skills. How long have you known him? Um, that's telling. Not much to tell, really. Known him forever. Now you. She counted, her eyes flicking over his aristocratic attire. I want to describe that. What does he wear? Perrin. Um, his and soft clothing. Now you must have proper tales to tell. Bet you've seen more of Nova Bezos than us lot ever will. I don't end up in charge of this beauty anyway, but that's alright, Tile. Perrin's eyebrow quirked, a flicker of surprise crossing his face before his smooth mask slipped back into face. Oh, it's not all that exciting, I can assure you. Family business, you know how it is. That's a bit obvious, a bit forced. Do my duty, as do you. What? Parents smiled tight and almost imperceptibly. These are challenging times for everyone, Delilah. But I have faith in Nova Bezos and his people. We're surviving. It's more than most can say these days. The Vivarian sphere keeps us safe. Surviving, is that really the best we can hope for? There are dangers wherever we turn. Mother Nature deemed it fit to annihilate our species, and yet there are dog packs roaming wild, perfectly content in the cold. What was it about us that was so weak? Weak? We built the city, didn't we? Found a way to survive? Ah, but at what cost? Perrin's eyes locked onto hers. We need this dome. These artificial systems. The dogs? They adapt, survive on their own. One might argue they're stronger than us now. Stronger than you, maybe. When was the last time you bared your teeth? Whatever Perrin had to say, it died on his lips as the workshop door flew open. In his calloused hands, a lumpy package. Uh. Uh. In Nicodemus's calloused hands, a lumpy package swathed in oilcloth. Without so much as a nod, he shoved it at Perrin. There, it's done. Now get out of my office. Perrin's eyebrows shot up, but he get rid of that. There's already something similar earlier. Lie on wit and we'll die on it, whoa. Thank you, Nicodemus. Your expertise is, as always, invaluable. He turned to Delilah, offering a slight bow. It was a pleasure, Miss Harris. Do give my regards to your sister. As the door closed behind Perrin, Nicodemus rounded on Delilah. What in Nova's name were you thinking, girl? Chatting up Aster like he's your mate from the pub. Delilah bristled. I wasn't chatting him up. We were talking about his dogs. His dogs, Nicodemus scoffed. Wake up, Delilah. Men like Aster don't give two shits about their dogs, let alone some grease monkey from the Undercity. He was fishing for information and you were this close to biting the hook. Oh, come off it. Delilah protested, though a seed of doubt had taken root in her mind. He seemed genuinely interested. Of course he did. That's what makes him dangerous. Aster's a slimy charmer, Delilah. He'll sweet-talk you into spilling your guts and then use it against you faster than you can say Nova's balls. Why would he care what I think? I don't know anything. Nicodemus sighed, his anger deflating into weary concern. You've got a sharp mind and access to half the city's infrastructure. That makes you valuable and vulnerable. He placed a hand on his shoulder, his voice softening. Look, I know Aster's charming, but trust me, he's bad news. The kind of bad news that gets people hurt or worse. Promise me you'll be careful around him, yeah? Bloody hell. Delilah chewed her lip, caught between Nicodemus's paranoia and her own gut feeling. Perrin's grin flashed through her mind, all charm and warmth when he'd rambled on about his mutts. But then that look, like he was solving a puzzle with her as the missing piece. Nova's balls, why couldn't anything be simple? I promise I'll be careful. Nicodemus nodded, his shoulders slumping. Good, that's all I asked. Now, leave that bloody sprinkler. We're needed in the Hydra Gardens. Okay, let's see. And your enemy is closer. She stepped forward to ask, but Nicodemus's. His grip tightening until I know who you can trust. His grip tightening until come on. But you are incompliant. Look, I know he's bad news. Make it as patted Hirsch. It isn't very often that I get pissed off. I try to chill with the waves. But damn, you've crossed your mind. Ah, you've been so gracious. Chapter 5. Are we ready for some Drunk Claude? The Cyclops you made blind is mine. Oh my god. Claude. Dude. Character's so effing solid. Delilah's a mess and I love her for it. She's swearing she's paranoid. She's throwing spammers at people's heads. She feels real, like someone I'd meet down pub and end up in a bar fight with. Oh my god, it recognised it. Guys, it recognised that the dogs were a metaphor for controlling people. It's like offering me a pint and then drinking it yourself. Okay, I mean, I'm fairly happy with that feedback. That was nicer than I thought it'd be. Okay. I'm gonna say this once before I pass out. Okay, see, I'm now imagining. Okay. So I like the idea of being how can we tie this into later scenes? And I will have Claude a Bear for helping me. To greed was our choice, but nothing could compare us for the power that waited inside. Um. Wow, Claude, filthy. Um. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is merge these together. Okay, let's have this as an actual attack. Okay. No one will find their way between my nymphs and I, their loving queen. Without so much as naughty. Nicodemus grabs Delilah, steadying her as they brace themselves. He. Bettel? What's Bettel? So, guys, I'm just adding in a casual explosion at the end of this chapter. Oh my god, it's writing loads. This 150 words. Unless I accidentally said 450. Umi? All they did was reveal their true forms. Huh. I don't know who you are. Then is it. Yeah. Let's see if it works now. Ugh. Why? It was working fine an hour ago. But yeah, anyone who's still here, do you have any questions or anything you want to say? You know, just while we're chilling, and I'm waiting for this to do its thing. No. Okay. Oh, okay. So it's deleted the right. Okay. So this is actually, yeah, that makes sense. I love how the show don't tell prompt still gives her like very sarcastic humor. It's very nice. How are all of your what's the word? How are your monthly muses going, if any of you are working on it? And anyone watching in the comments, how are your monthly muses going if you've got this far in the video of watching me. So I'm going to completely rewrite this. Okay. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. General purpose sonnet. Mo's giving me fits. My characters are supposed to start off as enemies, but they keep apologizing and giving each other heart eyes. The awkward enemies to lovers when both of them are Labradors. Maybe you need to. Yeah, I don't know what to suggest for that. That's your characters are running away. Maybe it's flash fiction, and the enemies to lovers bit happen very quickly. Ascend says that they're too busy work in process for the monthly muse this week. Yeah, no, I get that. Like it is, but you could do, I mean, it's all a bit of fun. So it's not like a what's the word? It's not like it's just like a fun thing. So yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I'm struggling with my main work in progress at the moment, which isn't this. So I have this, and then my work in progress, and the monthly news, and all the other 50,000 ideas that I want to write but don't have the time to do. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is get rid of these, but save them somewhere. I need to summarize chapter 5. Moderation might not like it. Oh no, I did. It was fun. I'll change that to explosion. SSN says, how do you find time for it all? You're always busy working on 8 million things. My brain can't stay focused on more than one. Lots of random notes to self. I guess it helps having like the streams because they're like a dedicated work time on two of the projects. But I'm, yeah, forcing the time, waking up early. Like I try to do a couple of hours of writing in the mornings, and at lunch. So I think it's forcing the time in. But yeah, I mean, like obviously, I get roughly a chapter a week done of this story. And then um the monthly muse is like, yeah, it's nice. It's a short story, so that'll be fine. But yeah, planning is how you get it done. Like, or at least for me, because I'm a complete plant. Like I'm a plantser, I guess. But I do a lot of planning in advance to try and so I don't have to worry about things when I actually get down to writing. Okay, let's work on chapter 6 of the story. Nicodemus are rushing to the hydro gardens where there has been a small explosion. I think we were all a mess in our hearts. Like, I feel like a mess half the time when I'm like doing random things. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like, but yeah. But thank you. I try. Like, writing is something that I've always enjoyed, so I've always kind of tried to make some time for it, and it's kind of nice that I can publish things now and stuff. Self-publishing is a wonderful thing because it allows you to get out there, and like it's just nice that people read what you like, and then if people like what you've written, it then inspires you to write more because you're like, oh yay, validation. Not that you should target external validation, but my god, it feels good. Let's work on chapter 6 of the story. Delilah and Nicodemus are rushing to Hydrogans where has been a small explosion caused by electricals going. By the end of the chapter, Kira has been caught and arrested for the explosion. Please suggest 10 different chapters or 10 different scenes that fit this scenario whilst not contradicting the chapters before or after. That'll do. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. That's not... Okay, I'm not sure if it's going to be able to do this fully, but let's see what is suggested. Delilah. To be fair, I kind of like this. I don't know if that would work, but it's... Okay, well, I quite like this original progression. I should have just read it first, but I would like, follow my instructions, please. Sorry, just having a little jammer. Nicodemus and Delilah approach the small explosion. I need to find that it is the Hydro Gardens. Remembering what given the conversation overheard, Delilah is this is the sabotage Kira had wanted to attempt. But there is frantic. Oh, also for people watching, I'm writing all this in a summary box, but then I'm gonna copy and paste the beats into the thing. This is just kind of so I can have multiple things open. Someone's thrown an I don't know what I want how it to end quite yet, so I'm gonna wait for that to see how the earlier bits go. To do this quick making into beats, I'm doing the little pipe guy. This one. And then press space and it comes up. Okay, so I need, if I go up here to chapter 4, chapter 5. I don't know why this is just, this one chapter doesn't want to be called anything else. And deep down I know this well. And Telemachus, so if in case it does the long thing again. Oh no, it doesn't. Penelope. More than you know. Ugh. Of course. I don't know, Poseidon. Oh no. Come on, it's getting there. Oh, sorry. Oh, it's working now. Completely fine. Emery, if you're still watching, that is crazy that... Damn Claude, you know? Penelope, why? You know I'm too shy and terrified. Oh, for you I would die, but can't you let me stay dry? You should come onto the ship. Bodies just... I know, Emery, it's crazy. It's just suddenly like, oh yeah, no, I'm going to work now. I've had my hour off and I'm like, gee, thanks, Claude. I love the visuals of this. Over here. You wouldn't have saved me. Okay, so now... Eh... You're quiet today. Ponic beds. I think this is the point where I would want to have Codex, Genesis, Hydro Gardens. Delilah tries to stay up. Oh, you've just solved your mother. Oh, Emery, what was your issue? How did you solve it? That is exciting. Do let us know how you solved your monthly Muse story issue. Avoiding anything that might incriminate her sister. We both what it takes to survive. Wait. Nah, it's gonna be more. We must. Is Anthropic having issues? I mean, probably. Tell me you did not know that would happen. Okay, I'm gonna leave that rather than doing edits as I go, because I'll be doing some edits tomorrow. I just want to finish this scene. Okay, so Emery says that she was trying to force them as enemies too soon. Instead, they can meet as strangers and make all the heart eyes they want. Then the misunderstandings come and they become enemies that have to work together. Ah, so it's like strangers to enemies to friends to lovers. It's like a yeah, yeah, that's right. Woo. Tick. Poor babes having such a misunderstanding. Sometimes the stories just tell themselves. Wow. Oh my god. Hands moving with practice efficiency. Ugh. Drunk Claude agrees this is the best course to take. How delightful was Drunk Claude's determination of how he agreed that this was the best course to take. Yeah, the feeling when you're in a story just writing itself and you're just like, yeah, I'll just go with this. Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, it's always a great feeling because you're like, yes, I can get in the zone. I'm not struggling. I'm just chilling, vibing. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like when I'm writing and I've got this, I'm like, oh, okay, this is inspiring the next moment, and that's why I like say plants are like I had most of the scene planned, and then now I'm just like making it up as I go along, but I know what the end point is. Behind her. Away, we're only looking for. Um, well, that is a high praise. Yeah. I suppose that's the thing. I always cringe when I'm, or not cringe, but like when I'm working on Drunk Lord, I'm like, oh my god, YouTube's gonna be like, what is she writing? Why do I think they'd lose? The questioning turns to a body search, and a detonator is found on Kira. Delilah watches on help sees Kira tries to bolt. Chaos ensues, but eventually Kira is caught. 3 guards required to hold her down. Delilah's voice is floored, and she can't say anything as Kira is dragged away. She feels Nicodemus's presence behind her and keeps her head down, looking for anything she can salvage. She had found the explosive. Whoa. Whoa. It's better. Anya. Okay, so I mean, this is super rough, but that's the whole point. It's the first draft, and I'm going to go on my chats. New. Oh, well, no, actually, I'm going to just go up to the top. Actions, chat with scene, select AI, analysis, drunk Claude. Let's have a look and see what Claude thinks. Okay, so speed up that. That's fine. I've just realised it's 5 past, so I will quickly copy this over. Oh, it's the other chapter. I'll do that after. Okay, so a lot of stuff to work on, but that's fine. This was a super rough draft that I didn't really, we only spent a little bit of time on. So I will have a think for next week. But yeah, that is it for this week. I will see you tomorrow for me finishing off the short story for the monthly muse. I hope you can all join me, and yeah, bye.